Good evening, my friends and my subscribers. Welcome to the new video of Mr. Marine Geek. And before I begin the next topic of my video, a very big thank you to all of my viewers and subscribers who have subscribed my channel, and now the subscriber list has gone beyond 100. A very big shout out to all of my mariner friends and my subscribers for making this happen in a very short span of time. The content, the videos, what will be done in the future will always be driven by you. This video, this channel is always for you, for mariners, of the mariners, and by a mariner, and hence a huge thank you from me and my team over here. Before I begin this video, a huge shout out to all of my mariner friends. Thank you very much. Let's get started now for the next video, which is the COC revalidation procedure. This video is going to be in two parts. Part number 1 is where you have to ensure that all of your STCW certificates are supposed to be valid, how they are going to be revalidated, and the second part, that after you get all these STCW certificates as valid, then how are you going to proceed for revalidation and get hold of your COC revalidation sticker to be posted at your home address. Part number 1. All of your STCW courses needs to be valid when you are applying for your COC revalidation sticker. That is your PSSR 2010 STCW certificate, your MFA certificate, your PSCRB and PSCRB refresher certificate, your advanced firefighting and advanced firefighting refresher certificate, and the most important of all, your RUT course certificate also has to be done, which involves the 3 tier 1, that is your e-learning, tier 2 is your online virtual class attendance, and tier 3 is your exit exam. As all of these courses are done online, so the basic procedure of any online STCW courses is basically or practically the same. That means you have to do the tier 1 e-learning, tier 2 is your attending your virtual online class, and tier 3 is your exit exam. And this particular structure is going to be common for your RUT course as well as your PSCRB refresher course or advanced firefighting refresher course or any other STCW course in that matter if they are expired. So before you start doing all these things, the basic procedure is to update your photo and signature on your DG shipping profile or your Indos profile. Please update your photo and signature prior doing revalidation course or any courses for that matter. The complete video on how to update your photo and your signature is given over here. After your updation of your photo and signature, go to your e-learning website and register or enroll for course number 1118 RUT course. The complete e-learning and how to do e-learning tips and tricks detailed video has already been done, and you can look after it over here. After finishing your e-learning, take your admission in any maritime training institute which attend that particular online virtual class and pass the relevant exit exam for each and individual STCW course independently. So now you have acquired all your certificates, you have done your tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 of all the relevant STCW course certificates. Let's see now in the part 2 that how are you going to apply your COC and your COC revalidation sticker on the DG Shipping website.
So go to dgshipping.gov.in website as usual, and when you go on that website, go to the e-governance tab and again click on the e-governance link on the top left, upper left corner. Login with your user ID and password, and in the center tab you can see the link COC and COC revalidation. Click. This is what you will be able to see, and on the right hand side you will be able to see the procedures, what all things, how you're supposed to do your application process for revalidation of your COC. This is way outside the actual process. So let's click, select the COC which you wish to apply for. In my case it was MEO class 1, so I chose MEO class 1, and this is the page what you will be able to see. So just select the MMD where you want to apply. In my case it was Mumbai. I have the required C service of 12 months. I don't have any show service, so I am selecting yes and no. And at the bottom you will be able to write the details of your advanced firefighting refresher course. So I'm just giving out some random dates and the random institute name, and let's see what happens when I write the certificate number in that particular tab. And as you can see that the moment you start writing the certificate number, the basic firefighting certificate disappeared. The tab, that space disappeared, and now I'm writing the advanced PSCRB refresher course details, and the same thing is going to happen over there also. The moment you are going to write the certificate number of PSCRB, the PST, the whole tab just goes away. There is no requirement of putting basic firefighting FPFF and PST. High voltage details, I'm just giving some random data just to show you that how is it going to be. The date of issue and date of expiry, etc. And then we'll go to the next tab, which is the address tab. This address you can change if you want to, but I would seriously tell you that please keep this address as same as your Indos profile, and if you want to change this, please change it in your Indos profile before applying. So after doing the address part, we'll shift to the next tab, the medical certificate. So you have to just give the details of the valid medical certificate, whatever you have. It should be present in the master checker. It should be valid. You can also use your ship joining medicals as well. And the next important one comes is your C service. And we all know that the total C service in your 5 years should be at least 12 months. So we calculate in the number of days. So we require at least 360 days over here. So I'm just giving out some random thing to make it 360 over here, and then we will see that what happens. So after this We go to the next one, and this is only for those who don't have that required service, C service. So you have to give an orals, which in this case is no. After selecting no, just go to the next one, and over here also you have to select both no. So any casualty was no, and any inquiry by government authorities is also no. So click on continue and you will come to the payments page, but this particular link will come only after generation of the application number. So just press next and you will get a very big this one information, what all documents is supposed to be attached, and then you have to just check the I agree check mark at the bottom and generate the application number. So after the application number generate link is pressed, you have to come back to the home page and then again click the same COC and COC revalidation link, and when that opens you have to go at the bottom link which is in red color, which is the COC status, and after clicking you will be able to see the real status of your application. On the left you will have an application number, so your pay now link will be active, and the details will be there as fees not paid. So right now you have to just click on pay now and pay the fees. There are a lot of payment options available. So after your payment is successful, you will get a message that the payment is under success, and do not pay it twice. Even if your money gets debited, wait for 3 working days, and even if after 3 working days payment is not getting reflected, then email them with your payment details, and then the status will change, and just go to upload now for uploading these many documents one by one. And the document number 1 is your application form. So you have to take a printout of this form and sign on page 3, rescan it, and then upload the signed one. CDC pages have to be attested for all the pages. Medical certificate self attested annexure 4 and annexure 5 is required, so don't forget about that. C service letter from your employer, self attested and attach. COC pages not to be self attested, but all pages should be scanned in color, and all STCW certificates, refresher, RUT course, everything to be made into one single file and attach. The problem is that the newly done digital signed certificates are secured, and hence you cannot attach any other file to that. So you have to take a printout of those certificates and then rescan it and then attach it to make a big PDF file of all your STCW modular courses. In the same COC status, keep on checking the status, as it will be keep on changing from new application received to documents submitted to approved, and then finally in the remarks column you will be getting the speed post receipt number, and within around 7 to 10 days you will definitely get your COC sticker at your address.
I hope this video is going to be very useful for you for understanding and knowing the complete COC revalidation procedure. If you have any doubts, please do ask me in the comment section below. Please like this video and subscribe this particular channel such that I can bring you quality content in this particular YouTube channel.